Hello and welcome to the mod roundup for the 5th of February 2020. There have been 8 mods released today on the mod hub, 6 of which are available for PC and console, and 2 of which are PC only. We've got a section of them here. This is most of them. There are also 2 seasons geos as well, which we will cover later in this video too. Yeah, let's get to it. And first up, we have this. This is a machinery shed. It's a placeable farm building. It is by a DMI 20mm Normandy is the modder. It's available for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And is quite a nice placeable shed, this. Nice little bit of detail in a couple of places. Bit of a funny sound on the doors. I think I'd like something a little bit different there. But yeah, inside has a nice little bit of detail. Ladder you can go up. And yeah, good, nice, big shed this. Only thing I would say is these doors are a little bit small. I would hate to try and get a big combine into that. But otherwise, great shed. Liking the look of that a lot. If we pop into the shop and have a look for this. So as I said, this is available under sheds. It is haul for crops and machinery. It is 45,000 and it's a lizard. Yeah, looking great. Great start to today's mods. Our first machinery mod of the day is a set of John Deere mowers. This is the John Deere FC313F and FC883 or 883. So the FC313F is the front mower here, whereas the FC883 is the rear set of butterflies. Again, nice looking mod. This a good bit of detail. Nothing that looks particularly bad or anything on here. So yeah, liking the looks of these a lot. Good set of John Deere. If you're looking to run a John Deere farm, these are nice set of mowers. No pixelation on any of the details or anything, so liking these a lot. This is a nice set of mowers. We can find these in the shop as you'd expect under mowers, where the FC313F is at 15,000, requires 140. No, sorry, let's try that again. So the FC313F is 15,000, requires 70 horsepower, has a working width of 3.3 meters, has a working speed of 13 miles an hour. And if we pop in here, you can see that it has no customization options at all. So the 15,000 base price is also the maximum price for this. Onto its companion piece, the FC883 for 38,500, 140 horsepower, 8.8 meter width, 13 mile an hour running speed or working speed, and like its front mower companion, this also has no customization options. So the 38,500 price tag is the most that you will pay for this mower as well. Next up is the TSA 30,000. This is a Cote Slurry Tank. The mod is created by Lucas Plays TV. It's available for a PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And yeah, this is a slurry tanker. Quite a nice looking one here. I have had a little bit of a trouble maneuvering it. Sometimes these the steering back wheels on here, they seem to get stuck and sort of drag a bit, so there has been an issue with that. Otherwise, yeah, I quite like this tanker. There's a good set of, well, it's nicely modeled. I think it might be an alteration of one that's in game, quite possibly, but either way, it is nicely modeled. There's a nice bit of detail on it. If we take a look at this one in the shop, you'll find it under slurry tanks. And you can see here that there's a couple of variants to it. So your customization options for this are the main color, which you've got a green, you've got a blue, a black, a white, and a zinc. The zinc one is quite an interesting looking setup on it. So yeah, lots of options there for that. Design color, you can go with yellow, red, or white, which changes the strip on the side of it. So we're going to go and switch this. I think all main colours, by the looks of it, cost 2,000. Wheel brands, you have a choice of Michelin, Trelleborg, or Lizard. Michelin also has the option of standard or wide tyres. You also get triple wheel standard and wide and dual wheel standard and wide under the Michelins. Trelleborg, you get the standard and wide and the standard and wide for the duals as well. And then the Lizard, you only get the triple wheel standard. So we're going to go with that. And looking at this, Michelin's, the price is all the same. And the same on the Trelleborgs. So in fact, you save no money by going down to duals over the triples. And then the design, you've got a choice of white or colour on the side. And that takes your base 72,000 price tag up by 5,250 to 77,250. And I should say this has a capacity of 30,000 litres and requires 240 horsepower to operate. Our next mod is the Lumpkin Opal 110. This is a Lumpkin plough. It is by Karas is the name of the modder who's made this. And yeah, looking very nice. A good little bit of detail on this. A nice little plough this is. Not very big. You've not got a massive working width on this. I think it's just over a metre working width on this. But we'll have a look at that in a minute. But still, nice looking mod this. Nice little plough if you want to start out with something and want to take your time doing your ploughing. It is, of course, under ploughs as you'd expect. There it is, 8,500, requires 80 horsepower to run. As I said, 1.1 meters. I think it's actually 1.15 is what it's listed as on the Farming Simulator website. But yeah, 1.1 meters, 8 mile per hour working speed, sorry. And if we pop in here, it does have a few customization options on the colors. So you can change the main color to either blue, red, or white, and that actually changes the wheel hub, that one. And then the design color, you can change blue or black. And that is the accents on the top of there. That actually looks quite nice like that. Design colours don't cost any extra money. So your base price of 8,500 is all you will ever pay for this mod. Up next is the first of our Seasons mods. This is the Seasons Geo West Poland. It is by Dalugi, I think that is pronounced. It is available on PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One. And this is a Geo that is based in Poland, as its name suggests. Winter can be cold and summer very hot. Yeah, nice looking Geo. This short planting seasons, short harvesting seasons. Actually, one of the most realistic harvesting seasons I've seen so far on from a Seasons Geo. So yeah, really nice mod this. If you're looking for maybe a little bit more realism in your season setup, I think this is a great mod, a great Seasons Geo to go for you. Our second Seasons Geo of the day is Seasons Geo for Maine. This is by ADub Modding. It is basically based off the town of Fort Kent in Maine. So it's a northern state of Maine where it gets very cold in the winter. Long planting seasons on this Geo, and quite a long harvest season as well. No sunflowers. First time I've seen cotton available on a Geo, but no sunflowers. So that's an interesting setup. Also, no corn on this as well. So this is not a great Geo if you're looking to do the traditional setup for cows. You will need a mod in order to do potatoes and sugar beet in order to feed your cows properly if you go with this Geo. So just be wary of that. So yeah, a little bit of a different Geo. Well worth a look at this one, especially if you are into your North American farming. Our penultimate mod today is also the first of our PC only mods. This is the Deman Profi Class 7500. It is of course a pretty huge sprayer this. Really quite like the look of this, especially on a bigger farm. This will be quite nice. So it is by DTP Mario and Agradani are the modders of this. And yeah, nice looking spread, nice little bit of detail to it, right up to some nice dials there. And yeah, you get close on this and it does look very, very nice, this mod. Good bit of detail on it, nice looking mod. Let's have a look at it in the shop and see exactly what the details and stats on it are. So under crop protection, as you will find most sprayers, if not all, there we go. Deman Profi class 7,500 is 158,000, requires 200 horsepower to run, has a 10,000 litre capacity. Has a 36 metre working width and a working speed of 7 miles an hour, and will take both liquid fertilizer and herbicide. And if we pop into it and have a look at its actual options, it has quite a few configuration options, this. So the main colour can be changed from green to actually quite a lot. And just looking at this, I think that is, yeah, the only thing that changes is the wheel hubs by the looks of things, which is interesting because the next option is the rim color. So if we change that, yeah, so it changes, the first one changes the hubs and the second changes the rim color. Other than that, the colors actually don't do much. Wheel brands, you have Trelleborg, Michelin, and that is it. And Trelleborg offers you narrow tires and standard and wide tires, and those are your options. It seems that it adds an extra 500 onto the price, and then yeah, the Michelins actually add a lot more onto the price. Now, interestingly, the standard, the cheapest tire set here, this is one of those mods that adds on. So if we go to the basic settings, it adds on 1,000 to the 158,000 price tag. So it will always cost you 159,000 basic, which is always a little bit misleading when mods have bits like this. However, if you go for the full whack of options, that will take you up by 2,950 on the basic 158,000 price tag to 160,950. And for our final mod today, we have the RCW3. This is manufactured by Agromet, and the modder is Danio Mods. It is for PC and Mac only, and it's a nice little fertilizer spreader. This not too big. I'm not sure if it does lime as well. We'll have a look at that in a moment. A little bit low poly on the wheels, but otherwise, yeah, nice little mod. It seems yeah, a little bit more basic than the other mods we've seen today, but still decent looking mod. This one. Let's have a look in the shop. You will find this one under fertilizer technology, out on the end here. 60 horsepower. Power requirement for it, 3,000 litre capacity, 6 metre working width, 11 mile an hour working speed. So fairly fast working speed for this. And it takes solid fertilizer and it does take lime. So quite useful little lime spreader, this. You know, compared to the capacity of the big ones we've got there. If we have a look in the purchase screen for it as well, couple of customization options. So the main colour can be customized for a few bit. A little bit of an error in here where the translations aren't here. So yeah, this mod is a little bit rough around the edges, and you can see that it alters the color on the top. Extra 1,000 for that. Design color, changing that changes the bottom half of it. Looks quite snazzy in those colors, liking that quite a bit. Design, you've got standard, and then you've got stickers. Yeah, if we try and zoom in on the stickers a little bit, I'm not sure what the quality of those are. They look a bit, yeah, it's, as I said, a little bit more rough around the edges, this, but base price of 10,000 goes up by 1,600 to 11,600. So yeah, useful little mod again if you're starting out from scratch. Great little mod to get you started on your first fields and your first farm. Yeah, quite nice. So there you go. Those are today's mods. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think of today's selection? Do you like the John Deere mowers? Do you think the little plough here will be useful to you? What about this giant sprayer? I want to know what you think. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.